Oh, hey.
All right.
Oh, hey guys. You're watching the Trending with Trudy show. And yes, I was looking in the mirror.
I did mine beforehand.
Did you now?
Yeah.
But did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's a little hot in here? I mean, we're just looking in the mirror here, making sure that everything's right. So you're welcome, everybody. We don't want to be shiny, do we?
I don't mind being shiny.
Well,
I mean, look at me. Look how shiny
you know
I
what?
am.
You are shiny, Rick.
I am.
You are like a sparkling diamond right now.
So I got this one for couch surfing,
Yes.
and then this one for drinking.
But that means you got a bronze because did you?
Well, you beat me.
No, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah.
My gosh, happy Tuesday. August what?
6th.
6th.
Right?
I lost count.
Something like that.
If Jerry don't know, I don't know.
Sometime in August. But yeah, we're here live at Slackers at 126 Rector across from North Star Mall. It's easy to get to. This is one of 5 locations that you can come to. It's a great place. You got TVs everywhere. Perfect for Olympic watching. And don't forget, you can reserve your table for fantasy football here at any of the locations. You got Nacogdoches, Medical Center, Thousand Oaks, St. Mary's, and
Nacogdoches.
and North Star Mall and Nacogdoches. I think I added a couple there. I don't know. But anyways, look it up. You can find the location. But right now, we are here at North Star. So, Rick, we've had a good week. We had a good weekend. We had a great showing and a great support group at Sideliners with JoJo, with Tejano Up. If y'all are interested in Tejano music, if you like to listen to it here and there, you can download their app at Tejano Up Radio.
Yeah, it was a good crowd.
We had so many people show up with so many school supplies for the back to school supply drive. And we all know, our teachers these days and our parents these days in our community sometimes, just don't have the means to cover everything for all the kids.
I still don't understand. Why do teachers have to cover that stuff?
Because they're trying to help as much as they can to make their life easier as well. Because when you have a classroom full of kids that, this one doesn't have a pencil, that one doesn't have a pen, that one doesn't have notebook paper.
Right.
Like, she's like, let me help, let me do this. So we need to help our community
teachers.
out, and our teachers, and all our parents out there that do the best that they can while driving all the kids around to different events, which has already started. Don't forget, August 12th, next Monday is back to school. All schools will be back. Well, most of them.
So that's traffic.
So speed zones, 20 miles an hour. Be careful. Watch your kids on bikes. Watch your kids on skateboards.
Yes. Yeah.
Be very aware, you guys, because a lot of kids these days walk to school to and from because there's multiple.
Well, I mean, I don't see a lot of kids doing that. I did growing up.
Yeah.
I walked 2 miles, I think it was,
in the snow,
uphill both ways.
In this carrying.
No,
your
I did.
books.
I
Did you really?
Yeah. Middle school especially is a long walk.
Yeah.
But I don't see a lot of kids walking anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They do?
For sure. Yeah. Speaking of kids, we also have a special guest today. We have Gregory, who was on our show before, and he's going to talk to us about an amazing program that he is involved with. It's Awesome Dads of San Antonio.
Yeah.
And he's going to come in here in a little bit, and we're going to chit chat with him because kids these days are a little difficult to handle in today's world.
I agree.
I mean, you have good kids, you have bad kids.
Were you a bad kid?
I was a mediocre kid. I was a Catholic schoolgirl.
I was a good kid.
So we know what that means.
Well, I was I was a good kid because I never got caught.
Well, it looks like you're a good kid right now because you have 3 medals and I have none. I have received 0 medals.
You need to step up your game.
Sandoval has not passed out a medal to me, which means. Oh, are you giving me a gold?
I give you a gold medal.
I get a gold medal, you guys. Look at that. Number 1.
You won the golden personality. How's that?
Aw, thanks. I'll take it. We'll see what Sandoval says after this show.
Right. And me.
And you too. Yeah, we're being graded right now.
Yeah.
But thank you. No, I appreciate it. And yeah, you guys, it's been fun watching the Olympics. We're
still watching.
We're almost done. It's on right now. Y'all know where to find it. It's streaming everywhere. You do your thing. You find it on your own. But they are showing it here at Slackers right now. So if y'all want to make y'all's way, we have Ashley Bates serving up our drinks.
Yes.
And I think they even have the food truck out here. I think that starts like at 5 or 6. So yeah, I think it's.
Yeah. So how many more days for the Olympics?
I think 5.
5?
It ends on the 16th. So
10 more days.
no, 10 more days. Wow, really? Yeah, we still have a long ways to go. I love the track and field. I love the gymnastics, all that fun stuff. I mean, we've got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
A lot. But until then, you guys, we won't wear y'all out about the Olympics because guess what? Football's coming up. Football is coming up. Yay!
Can't wait.
Yay! But I guess let's go ahead and take a little break here, and we're going to bring in our special guest, Gregory, and we're going to chit chat with him for a little bit. So y'all stand by.
So,
And we're back, you guys. Thank you so much for the small little commercial. And again, we're here at Slackers on Rector across from North Star Mall. Everybody knows where North Star Mall is, right? And for everybody on TikTok, y'all know where to find us. On YouTube, y'all want to go and subscribe, like, and please follow our page. We have fun stuff that's coming up always. So, Gregory, thank you so much for being here.
thanks for having me back. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
We had you on a few weeks ago, or it's maybe a month ago. So tell everybody what you've done, because you have a great program that you have developed and support so well. So tell everybody what you do.
So, started the Awesome Dads website back in 2008 and really found a need for it because there was no websites in San Antonio for guys to visit, to find things to do, cooking ideas, things that mostly it was for single guys, but then it transitioned to guys who were married, military, stay-home dads, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it transitioned to one of those things where, it was we can find places to go with the kids, things for free events that they can take the kids out there, movie nights, stuff like that. And I think this year we're going to start focusing more on health, and we're going to start talking a little bit more about dependency. Because with everything going on with, a lot of the kids going through drugs and fentanyl and things
Yeah.
of that nature.
Yeah. I feel like these days it's so easy for not only adults but for children, for teenagers to get a hold of the substance, and that it's the parents don't have a clue that they're doing it until it's too late.
Too late. And the thing is that we're going to start talking about how to identify it. The organizations here in town to help parents deal with kids that are dealing with substance abuse. Sometimes you have to really take a hard line.
Yeah.
I went through that with a family member, and you have to really kind of stand up and say, hey, look, you know what? We're not going to be picking up those rocks. We're not going to have you stay here. We're not going to be doing a lot of things because, if you allow them to manipulate you and take control of stuff, then they will get away with it.
Sure.
So that's one of the things we want to
And
talk
so, at what point do you find yourself are parents these days afraid to be the enemy for the kids? They want to be their friend because they don't want them to be mad at them.
Right.
They don't want. At what point do you say you pull the plug and go, you know what?
Well, one of the things that we found, and going through the group seminars and stuff, was that you have to live your life.
Yeah.
Okay. And your kid or the family member that's going through this addiction, you have to let them know, look, I'm here for you, but I'm not going to, be your lifesaver.
Right.
And so that's the thing. Sometimes you have to make the decisions where it's like, I'm not going to do that.
And how do you go about doing that? What mental state as a parent do you have? What are the tools?
The tools, you get from going to group.
Okay.
Okay. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
And they usually give you papers to read.
Yeah.
Right. Like for example, don't be a life preserver.
Okay.
That's the
Sorry, I
big
didn't
one.
know that. There'll be a what?
Don't be a life preserver.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
what
okay,
happens is,
yeah.
what does a life preserver do?
It's-
It saves somebody.
Right.
Sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions to say, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do things for you that you should be doing. It forces them to make decisions that they have to be on their own.
Yeah.
And accountable.
Right. Yeah.
But when they're as young as they are and immature, and not immature meaning not developed as how do you? I know that there's groups for it, but what is the process to get them to say, okay, I'll take your help?
Well, and that's the thing. Kids aren't going to stop unless they want to.
Right.
And at that point in time, they're going to find a way.
Right.
Yeah.
They're going to find a way. In my situation, I had to, take a very aggressive approach towards somebody. And so, the thing about it is that if, for example, I mean, if you have to kick your kid out of the house, you do it.
Yeah.
Because the problem is you're too focused on them and you're not focused on yourself and your well-being.
So it's a domino effect.
It drains you.
Right.
And sometimes, and the thing about it is that, kids will find a way.
Absolutely.
And the only way that they'll stop is if they really want to stop. And they're like, hey, you know what, Dad, Mom, I want to get help. Because, you can go to rehab.
Yeah.
And rehab is a safe place for a certain amount of time.
And after that,
you're back in the street.
Yeah.
You have sober houses.
Yes.
And sober houses are
Do they have those for adolescents?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What is the age group on that? Like what?
Age group is teens all the way up to a little bit older people like
Yeah.
20s.
But they keep it. They keep that separate. I would imagine, right?
Well, it's a house, and they have multiple bedrooms.
Yeah.
And you move in and you pay to stay there, and they monitor you and stuff like that.
There's a what do you call it? Would it be a life coach? Would it be a counselor?
No, it's more along the lines of somebody. It's like a house mom.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
House mom.
Okay.
And so the other thing is that there's a school here in town. Not a lot of people know about it. It's called Rise. Rise Academy.
Rise
RISE.
Academy. Okay.
Yeah. I want to put their link on my website.
Please do. Yes.
Rise Academy is a school that specifically focuses on high school for kids who have substance abuse.
Wow. So
And it's free. You don't have to pay for it.
That really? Okay. So while they're doing this, are they being homeschooled as well,
No.
or is this completely a break for just their mental?
It's a school. And they have support groups. And they have, like what they'll talk about their experiences, what they're going through, stuff like that. And then it's an actual accredited high school.
Wow.
So they start doing academic stuff while they're getting help.
Right.
Okay. Wow. That's
So I grew up old school. My dad, I had my issues with weed and stuff. And my dad was military. Old school, was not going to be my friend. But what he did do was say, look, if you guys insist on doing this, you're doing this at home. Single dad, friends would come over. And in that process, he became my friend.
yeah.
Dad was not
Yes.
going to put up with anything else. But if you guys insist on doing this, you're going to do this here. You're not going to run the streets and do this.
My dad was a Marine. He said,
Yeah,
you get
my-
caught, you get busted, you go to jail, I'm leaving you
That's
there.
it.
Well, and
That's it.
Well, that's basically where I was at too. But my
It's
dad
awesome.
did give us
The leeway.
you guys stay here.
Yeah.
And to this day, my dad died 6-7 years ago, and everybody like, man, your dad was the coolest.
But yet-
when I was in with my parents, we would go to your house, we could smoke our weed or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you're not driving, you're not going anywhere.
Right.
Right now you have Adderall, fentanyl, you have, you have
The
all these
vapes.
things. The vapes are also a big one.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I saw was, on, so when you have,
is it the fake pens that look like vapes?
You never know what's going
Yeah.
to be in there. It's
I might
like
have seen that on your website.
so have you guys heard of Narcan before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry?
Narcan comes in a,
Oh, yeah,
in a
yeah, yeah.
syringe and it comes in a spray.
In the spray, right?
Best thing in the world.
Everyone should have it, right?
Everyone should have it. If your
Everyone
kid
should
is
have
having,
it in your medicine cabinet or in your gym bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, some of the numbers, 75,000 people, have died
Oh
from
my
fentanyl.
Right.
7 out of 10 people fake prescription pills. And a lot of these don't. A lot of these are waste.
Right. With who knows what.
Yeah, 360 million people have died from fentanyl in 2023.
And it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, it's one of those things where, for somebody who's gone through that, it's draining. But at the same time, when you make a decision, the most difficult decision you have to make to separate yourself from that, but let them know that I'm here for you, you sleep better.
Well, I'm
sleep
sure.
better.
I'm
Well,
sure.
So going back to the vape pen thing, I did see something where now they're telling teachers to look out that there's vape pens that are actually disguised
As a pencil?
as a pen,
No
a
kidding.
pen or a pencil. A pen is what I
Wow.
saw. And they're telling teachers, look out for this. This is actually a vape pen. It may look like a ballpoint pen.
I had not heard of that.
Yeah. Pretty crazy, right?
Things have progressed so much that you don't know what is out there anymore.
That's insane. That's so scary. I have nieces and nephews. I don't have any children of my own, but I have nieces and nephews, and I kind of pull them aside. Not that I need to parent them. They have
Right.
great parents, my brother and sisters.
Yeah.
But, I always kind of go, don't you got to be careful. So it's like the kids have to have a state of mind where they know that they'll die. They could die of this.
The thing about it is they don't realize it because a lot of kids
Because
are
all of
like,
them are dead.
I'm good, I got this. But when they go into a really bad trip or they end up in a hospital, that's usually the lowest point of
That's
their
their
life.
wake-up call?
And that's their wake-up call.
That's sad.
And the thing about it is that when you have a child that is going through this, they're going to try and work you, try and twist things around where, that's when you got to say, no, you got to do that yourself.
Or you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where, a lot of parents, they don't want to do that because that's my baby.
Exactly. That's why.
But what they don't understand is if they don't do something,
they're going to lose their baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gets really bad. I mean, there's people I know that part of the groups I'm part of, you have, parents still, enable them, by giving them money every month. And you have a daughter or a son that is taking fentanyl or not fentanyl, but taking Adderall. They sniff it.
They sniff Adderall.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, or the other one is not fentanyl. It's there's another one. Meth.
Oh
yeah, you'd be surprised. A lot of kids. I mean,
Jeez.
when you hear some of the stuff that some kids have done, parents don't know. Right. Because most teenagers sleep till noon in the afternoon anyway.
True.
So if you have a kid who got some from somebody, and they wake up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, you just woke up late.
No.
I think the thing about it is that parents don't take a more active role. So, for example, if you're living in my house, I will have access to your phone. I will have access to your facilities to find, to look through your house, to your room.
And what about drug tests?
Oh yeah, we did that. I mean, it was.
I mean, don't you think you have to at some point?
You do, and the thing about it is that, I don't really care about pot. It's the other stuff, the coke, the fentanyl, the Adderall, everything else that goes along with that. And so that's the stuff that if you get something that is laced or something that is from somebody you don't know, that's when you start ending up in a lot of problems.
And so I know that you were featured on WAI not too long ago during Father's Day.
Yeah, she did a really. Tawny did an amazing segment.
Yeah,
I heard it.
Yeah,
I heard it.
Yeah.
She did a great job.
She did.
I was kind of hesitant on looking because I was like, okay, I gotta look.
No,
I looked at it. I was like, hey, it
yeah.
didn't come out so bad. All right, I got my good side.
Both y'all did a great job. It's on your website. Your website, by the way. Is amazing.
Tell everybody what your website is.
AwesomeDadsSA.com.
AwesomeDadsSA.com.
Yeah.
All right. So it's right there on your screen right now. Take a picture of it, write it down, look it up. And I know you've been making some changes on it.
I'm going to start making more changes. I'm going to start really focusing on more videos for cooking. My Facebook page has cooking videos on there.
And what's your Facebook page? Tell everybody.
Awesome Dad's Essay. And the link is on the website.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
All the links are on the website.
So you can hit that one and it'll link you up to everything else. Yeah. Okay, so being that school starts next Monday, actually some schools have started already, I think.
Yeah.
But the main ones, I think, start next Monday and then the week after. Being that school's starting, not just with the substance issues, but we want to get our kids healthy, right? I mean, we want to do, and like you said, you wanted to talk about healthy recipes and how do you get kids to be I don't want to. I want to go to Chick-fil-A, Mom. I want to go to Bill
Yeah.
Miller's. I want to go get tacos. Like, not only is it expensive, but it's unhealthy.
Yeah,
Don't-
Chick-fil-A.
Don't most kids get that from their parents?
Not necessarily. I think.
In San Antonio, I grew up on barbacoa and Big Red.
Of course,
Right?
barbacoa
I
and
think
Big
everybody
Red.
did. Mexican
Yes.
food,
Barbacoa and Big Red.
everything, right? So one of the things that I tell people now is that, look, you know what? If your kids want to buy their own food, get a job. If the thing about it is that it's been shown that when you eat healthy, you have a better attention span.
Yep.
You're not as tired.
Yep.
Right. So a lot of the parents that I talk to, they're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go to Costco. Costco is my best friend.
I have many friends that do that.
Man, Costco's great. And so they'll get Costco and they'll get all the stuff for the week, and they'll meal prep their kids' stuff for the week, and they got it. If the kid wants to get something at school, then go buy it yourself.
So what is your healthy to-go recipe for teenagers who are growing, 2 feet by the minute? Because we've got some growing boys, growing girls, that are athletes that are constantly needing, energy.
Sandwiches, and you can get some sandwiches and some sweet potato chips.
Ooh.
You can make sandwiches. Now, what I usually do is I'll make about 5 or 6 burrito rolls with eggs and vegetables and stuff like that, and I'll wrap them up and I'll put them in the freezer, and then I warm them up when I want to eat them.
Can I be a kid? Can I get one?
No,
Not a problem.
I want one.
I got 3 extra.
Let's make
so,
it
yeah.
on the
you need a
show
food
so we
truck,
can
too.
show everybody.
I would love that.
I would love to do
Yeah,
that.
we need to find a restaurant that let us use the
Nice.
kitchen. But here's another thing. Okay, so for guys who have diabetes,
Yeah.
okay, I'm starting to make these desserts that are very low in the glycemic index. I get my Greek yogurt with blueberries,
Yum.
mix them up, put them in the freezer, get unsweetened chocolate with some coconut oil.
Did you bring this in your car?
I should have.
Now I'm hungry.
It's not that hot. It would
I
melt
know.
it now. But what I mean, and then you dip that in the chocolate, and now you have some little,
Yeah.
healthy bites.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is that I think the big thing is meal prepping.
I was going to say, having it there is a lot easier because it's like, here you go. It's ready to go. Have a snack, and it's healthy.
Yeah, and you have it there. You don't have to worry about going to cook anything.
Yeah.
It's already there.
And, I think, too, a lot when I said, everybody wants to go to Chick-fil-A, everybody wants tacos, it's peer pressure.
Yeah.
It's peer pressure. So how do you get them to say, okay, ask your buddies to come over, or how do you, give the advice of let's have some healthy stuff without saying let's have some healthy stuff.
Yeah, and you want to do healthy that tastes good too.
That it will for sure.
You don't want to have a bunch of teenagers come over with celery and
Right,
like that.
right.
And be like, oh, I ain't eating this.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you want to be able to have maybe some sandwiches or something that find out what they like. Communication is really big with that, right? Say, hey, what do your friends like? Okay, I'll make it. You guys hang out. I got you set. When I started cooking at home, I the first 2 months. First month I saved $800.
Wow.
And the second month I saved $950.
Wow.
Like just going to Costco and H&E.
And knocking it all out and putting it all together.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I mean, we've seen many of these, stores have the meal prep ready to go. But it's a lot easier, I think, when you have it at home. And that's something that you can bond with your child or your, nieces and nephews or whatever. And,
especially younger kids.
Yeah,
If you have younger kids and you cook with them,
yeah.
especially if you cook with your daughter who's younger,
I feel like
they
that's
will talk
so-
about everything that how their day
Why
was.
do you think? Why do you
They
think?
just want to share, and younger girls, when my daughter was younger, we would cook together, and she would tell me about her day and about this one girl and about this and about that. And I would show her, cooking with your kids teaches them how to measure stuff, how to clean as you go, how to keep your kitchen clean, but make something that's really good.
I love that.
You know?
I love that. That's cool.
And so that's basically, the thing that we try. I try to let guys know.
Yeah.
I'm going to start having. Actually, there's a group. They want me to do. Have you heard of? It is called. I'm meeting with them this week. They're called Latched. It's called Latched Support,
Okay.
and they're a nonprofit, and they help families they help dads and families who need guidance and stuff like that. And I have a meeting with them this week.
Nice.
They want me to do some motivational speaking.
I love that.
Yeah, I
for
want to
you.
get back into that because
Yeah.
you know, COVID, man, you couldn't do anything.
I know.
You know,
I
and
know.
even after that, it was still kind of
still
sketchy.
hard to get back into. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally. So, moving forward, what else do you have lined up? Do you have events that you put on? Do you want to talk about anything any?
Events are still kind of planning. I want to get the site to where it's more interactive before you have an event. I want to start doing more of the motivational speaking, and so starting to work on that. But I think the one thing I want to start doing is start working with my corporate clients.
Yeah.
What they would do is they would donate, and we would have drawings for different dads, for different activities or locations like this in Texas, Magic Theater, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's what we're starting to do. But I definitely want to start having. We used to have lunches.
Oh, that's nice.
Once a month.
Yeah.
We used to have different guest speakers.
Yeah.
So we're going to start working toward getting that back again.
Well, I'm so glad that you have developed this program and you're so willing to put your time and effort out there. And I know that there's a lot of parents out there that may or may not want to or know how to reach out to somebody. And I feel like you are that person to call and that person to set up some events. And
well, like I said, his website has got a ton of information. It's amazing what you put together.
Yeah, we're starting to add more stuff on there. I didn't want it to be too busy.
Right.
I wanted to have stuff on there, so it's kind of clean. And
Yeah. Because sometimes it gets overwhelming. It's like, and let's not lie, our attention span these days is like 5 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Well, exactly.
People forget, like he mentions on his website, like museums always have free day for kids.
I know.
What kid does not like the museum?
I know.
I did growing up.
Yeah.
I love the museum. I still love the museums. But people forget about that.
Yeah.
Like, he's got information like that on his website.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, a lot of people don't know that the San Antonio Museum of Art or the Whitty, they have a free museum day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you want to take your kids to the museum.
And in the air condition, you guys.
No,
really. A lot of people get, they get stuck at home and they get cabin fever because it's too hot to go anywhere. So you're stuck inside. They get bored. You get mad at each other. So that's a great place to go.
I mean, you can only go to the pool so many times.
You can only prune yourself out so many times.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, though. Like usually younger kids, they don't want to go, but when they get there,
they're like, wee.
Okay, they're cool.
They love it.
Right?
Yeah.
So I would definitely say to any parent, if you want to take your kids somewhere and they're like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, and you know what? Just go. You don't like it after 20, 30 minutes?
We'll go. But give me a chance.
9 times out of 10, they'll be like, oh my God, this is so cool, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to have to say, no, we're going to go.
All right, exactly.
And
they don't have a choice.
No, and they look like it.
Well,
so,
I feel like you're amazing. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to continue this. I really want to do a segment, you guys, on
his cooking.
On his cooking.
I do too.
On your cooking, just as easy because you said sweet potato chips. Like people don't. They forget what's healthy and tastes good.
Right.
So we need your guidance to put that out there.
I have a friend of mine. He does not like air fryers, but I love my air fryer.
I love my air fryer too.
I can't live without mine.
Yeah.
It's a really easy way to cook something and kind of it's a lot healthier.
Yeah.
But I make my potatoes and all that stuff.
Can you cook? Is pizza healthy? Do you do the cauliflower?
Usually, what I'll do is I can do a low carb pizza.
Okay.
I make more marinara, so there's not a lot of sugar in it.
Oh, this guy showing off, bragger, overachiever. I love it. I know that's awesome.
Food truck.
I know.
Food trucks are really hot.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, I took culinary in college.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where I always have food at home.
Yeah.
Whether it be a shiitake stir fry with cauliflower rice or pesto I make or marinara or whatever. I try and get pastas that are low carb, high protein and fiber.
Nice.
So,
I don't.
Like you have a chicken. I do. Remember, type 2 diabetes, right? So I really have to kind of get that. A lot of people don't know you have an edamame pasta. You have a chickpea pasta, and then you have a whole wheat pasta that's actually really good.
Nice.
So I've tried all 3 of those. The edamame pasta actually tastes
I'm excited about that.
Well, I'm taking note of that.
I know.
Yeah, and you get them at HEB, so it's not.
So it's right there for you.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
it's one of those things where, I'm always experimenting with different
Yeah,
foods.
I think that's where a lot of people don't do. They don't like to experiment. It takes too much time. They don't know what to get. They don't know what ingredients to add.
Everybody goes with the same old.
Right. We get to that comfort zone of we're not going to change anything. You get stuck. You get,
Yeah, I live by myself with 2 dogs. So
Right.
You know what? I'm cooking all the time.
Right.
When I'm not out.
Yeah.
So,
So speaking of sports and stuff, have you been watching the Olympics?
You know, I really haven't been watching it that much.
Well, but we'll just say this: you get a gold medal today.
Oh, nice.
You get a gold medal for being an awesome
I
guest.
like that.
Thank you so much,
I
and
appreciate
look forward to having you again and again cooking with us. I really want to do
I'll
that.
tell you what, I would really love to do a segment where we cook a dish or a couple of things
Yeah.
that are really fast to make.
Let's do it. Let's do
you let
it.
me know.
All right.
I'll make comment.
All right, you guys,
Awesome.
thank you so much again. I just want to remind everybody that we're here at Slackers across from North Star, 126 Rector. They have 5 locations. We've been to all of them. We'll be at the other location, Thousand Oaks, I think on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not real sure. I don't know. Sandoval, tell me what we're doing. Thursdays. Oh, sorry, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Anyways, Gregory, thank you so much. We're gonna let him go and have a drink or some water, and we're gonna take a quick break. Gregory, thank you so much. Good luck. AwesomeDadsSA.com,
Thanks
right?
for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll see you all in a little bit, guys. Hey, you guys, and we're back after a quick little break. Thank you so much to Gregory for being here. He's awesome.
We can talk to him for
He's
hours.
not just
and
an
hours.
awesome
Yeah.
dad. He's awesome. Like, really. I really hope that y'all go and look at his website and just see what he has to offer. You never know. Even if he helps one person, or if you have someone that needs some help in that area, you know, just send them the link, and all his information's there. But I'm really excited to have a cooking segment with
I'm
him.
interested in that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know his story. I mean, he's lost over the years
Yeah,
a lot of weight.
I know.
185 pounds.
185 pounds.
Took him like 3 to 5 years to lose that,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, amazing.
So we all have to try to be healthier
Right.
if we want to be in the Olympics. So again, you guys, I keep reminding everybody that we are here at Slackers, and Chase says, look at all the medals Ricky Bobby got in the
Couch surfing competition.
couch surfing competition. I mean, I don't know what that's doing to our microphones. Sorry, Sandoval, if it's clicking in your ear too loud. But yes, thank you, Chase, for watching. I know we have a few people watching. Thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure you go to our YouTube, our Twitch, our Instagram, Facebook. Just like us. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe. It's an hour show of us just talking some bullshit and some very important stuff like Gregory was just talking about. So we do our current events here. We try to stay updated. We try to,
We try.
There's so much
Yeah.
going on in today's world. There's so much that's happening. But you know, it's fun. It's good times.
Yeah.
You
So-
look good in all those
I do,
medals.
I know.
You like it, don't you?
Yeah.
Or did you win one on the breaststroke
Yes, the breaststroke, jumping jacks, and something else.
and maybe one push-up?
One push-up. Yeah.
I mean, it's been I can't believe that the Olympics are almost over.
Well, we still have 10 days.
Well, it's still, but
16th, right?
yeah.
I think it's 10 days. 8 days, 10
Oh,
days.
I don't know. I'm just still freaking out that there's like 18 Saturdays until Christmas. I think it's
No,
less.
it's 19.
I think it's less. What is it? The 11th is the last day of the Olympics.
So
So
that's
this weekend.
Is
This
it?
next, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm excited to see the closing ceremony.
Well, isn't the United States tied with the most gold medals now?
with Japan?
With Japan.
Yes, yes. And yeah, we'll kind of talk about that. We'll talk about as we get closer to the end, because I don't know, did you watch Simone Biles yesterday?
I did.
Did you watch Suni Lee yesterday?
Who?
Suni Lee.
No.
Yeah. So there was some exciting stuff that happened, but I don't want to spoil anybody. Spoil alert, not saying anything.
But you're hinting around a lot.
Well, just look it up. You'll find it.
But
Look
I
it
have
up.
to now.
USA. I'll say that. Okay. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. And, we're getting ready to get into football season. Again, you guys, I want to remind everybody, come to Slackers or any of the 5 Slackers to set up your fantasy football league. Have some parties here. They'll have everything set up for you. And they are having a school drive as well on the 9th at Thousand Oaks. So we'll be doing something with them. But any school supplies, any backpacks.
And when is this? I'm sorry?
August 9th.
9th, okay.
August 9th. So yeah, take your school supplies over there. They're setting up fantasy football league parties there as well. I'm kind of debating if I want to be in one.
Last time I was in one was with you.
Yeah, I know. And you talk
But
shit about it all the time.
I was just a little upset.
Yeah, because we didn't get the good picks.
We were late for the draft.
You were late.
We had the first pick of the draft and we missed out. We were late.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. I know.
It's a lot of work.
And we were just kids then. Anyway.
What?
We were so long
2
ago.
years ago?
That was like 3.
No, so Amber, our friend Amber, was she was wanting me to be in a fantasy league, and I'm like, meh,
Good.
okay. I don't know. But they have all kinds of leagues here, you guys. They've got dart leagues, they've got games, they've got arcade games, they've got basketball, they've got what else? Pool. I mean, this place is very cool. It's 2 levels.
They even got Guitar Hero.
There's a very easy game called the vending machine, which has snacks, which I'm about to hit up right
They've
now.
also got Guitar Hero there.
They have Guitar
It's
Hero?
upstairs.
Stop.
They do. They've had it here.
Oh my God. I want to try it.
Okay.
I know they have Pac-Man, Waka Waka Waka. That's their theme. Waka 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 Waka. Waka 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 Waka. So yeah, you're welcome, you guys. I know.
No,
Anyways,
it's a fun place.
so this place is so fun. You have Ashley behind the bar today. We've got a good crowd. And I want to thank Gregory again for Awesome Dads of SA. Go to his website, please. And just, like I said, take a look at it. Rick, thank you for being.
Well,
You know what?
Always. Do
I'm
I get
gonna
another medal?
give you a silver medal for today.
Medal. So how come I don't get condoms like they
Dun-
did?
Wait, look, I was gonna do Darth Vader again. Dun, 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 dun,
Look, Mark's laughing at me.
dun, 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 dun. Now you're singing that. Oh,
High five.
what?
Thank you.
Now you're gonna sing the national anthem. Nope, no, just kidding. Just kidding. We're not going to torture y'all. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Ricky Bobby.
You're welcome.
Again,
Thank
you, Gregory, and thank you, Sandoval. Thank you, everybody who's watched our show. Please go like us on all our platforms. Y'all know how to find us. We will see y'all again soon. Hope you enjoyed watching. Y'all be safe out there and have a good evening. Bye.